This is Joshua Harris with Frankly Cigars here at TPE with Zachary. He's at the Caldwell booth. What is it that you do for the people in the Caldwell universe?
In the Caldwell universe. So the Caldwell universe, which got purchased by Laudisi a couple of years ago. So I work for Laudisi as their Western Territory representative.
Oh, okay. You ever been to the East Coast?
I have been to the East Coast.
Okay, no, I didn't know if there was like a restraining order or a line of demarcation.
No, now the nice thing with being with Laudisi is that we have a lot more feet on the ground. So we have a lot more reps and a lot more territories.
More coverage.
More coverage, So back in the Caldwell days, I had a lot more states that I could go to that were kind of my territory.
Right.
And I got to visit so many places in the U.S.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, when did you smoke your first cigar?
So my first cigar I actually stole from my dad when I was like 14 years old. My dad was a big fan of smaller cigars, and so he had these Fuente short stories.
Oh, wow.
And so I took one, I smoked it, and then I kind of started getting into cigars from that point on.
So how did you cut it? It's your first cigar. Did you also thievorize a cutter? Or
I did thievorize a cutter because my dad was the guy that had all the tools.
Because I could just see you like...
Oh, yeah. No,
I have to get inside of the cigar.
I'm a very big proponent of like learning the right way to do things.
Okay.
I don't necessarily do things the right way anymore, but he had a very nice cutter back then. He had a very nice lighter, and we kind of took it all. It was me and my friends, and we stole one cigar to share amongst the group, if you will.
I've told this story before, but there was a Christmas where I got my I got my dad a Padron cigar sampler, and I just started in the industry, and I was like, here. And he said, I don't smoke. And I was like, well, I'll smoke it for you. I knew that he wasn't a smoker, but
nailed it. Best gift ever.
I was like, caught the gift offline and got cigars. It sounds like a plan.
Nice.
You have a favorite drink to pair with your cigar?
I'm a big fan of coffee and cigars, especially like I've been kind of getting into like the nerdy part of espresso. But I'm also a big fan of everything whiskey.
Okay.
And I think for the most part, everything whiskey pairs well with most cigars.
Yeah.
You do take like either similar flavors or opposite flavors to pair them. So if you have a sweet cigar and more hot, spicy whiskey, or if you have a sweet cigar and a sweet whiskey, those kinds of things. But pretty much whiskey and coffee are kind of my jam.
It sounds like we'll get along just fine moving forward.
Sure.
What's your best advice to a new cigar smoker? Like if somebody was just starting out, they know that you smoke. Is it steal from your father? Is that the move?
No, probably not.
Okay.
I mean, you can if that's the only way you can get your hands on it. I'm not judging. But, when I think about new smokers, and I talk to a lot of new smokers at various shops when I go there and do events and stuff like that, I always tell people, like, smoke everything. Yeah. Try everything. Don't be afraid. When I first started smoking, like, actually getting into cigars as more of a hobby than just stealing.
Liberating,
if you will.
Cigar.
Yes.
I'll go with.
I was very afraid of dark wrappers, thinking they were strong, they were going to make me sick. And really, I've found over the years, like if you start feeling that nicotine tinge, just smoke slower. And this is a whole hobby where you get to slow down, take a breath, and relax.
When you say smoke slower, just put the cigar down. Take a moment from it, let it all catch up, the filler, the bind of the wrapper, and everything else, and then come back to it.
Yeah, and especially if you're new, like taste the things you're smoking and like appreciate what they are. And it doesn't matter if it's a $5 cigar, a $500 cigar. Just enjoy what this is.
Yeah. What's the biggest unwritten cigar rule violation that you dislike? You see it in the shop. You have a friend who does
Probably like the licking the cigar, like the whole thing. They watch like a Clint Eastwood movie where you had all of this stuff that back then there wasn't Bovida packs to use in your humidor. So and it was dry. He's running around Arizona in the dry heat, and so he's like, well, this cigar's not going to burn, and but don't lick your cigar. Like, just don't do it.
It's always interesting that I find that people want to emulate what they see in old movies, but they don't want to buy somebody else's cigar.
Yeah.
It's like we find the worst things in cigars. We're like, oh, we should probably do that. Like,
right. That's the thing we emulate, which is very odd. But
speaking of emulating, when was the moment you felt like a real cigar smoker?
Real cigar smoker. I don't know.
Are you still looking for the moment?
I'm probably still looking for the moment, to be honest with you. I never think of myself as a cigar smoker, and coming up in this industry with Rob, I'm very lucky to have worked with him for so many years. Like, it's always just kind of been about, like, cigars are part of our life.
Yeah.
And so everything we do, we include cigars. If we're, like, Rob's a huge guy, loves to hike.
Yeah.
So when we go out with him on our sales meetings, we run off and we're hiking for 10 miles.
Oh, no.
Because
we were here with him, and we went to dinner with him. And we left from the convention center and walked to the wheel.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
What are we doing, though?
But when we do that, we're smoking the whole way.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Okay. And so, like, but yeah, Rob walks everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, he's crazy, but also it's kind of for our health, too. So.
Yeah, no, I got you. What was the last cigar that surprised you? Could have been either like a price point or like it was this or that.
Sure.
Or anything.
I smoked, so the other day I was very lucky, and one of my retailers who knows that I like other cigars, not just Caldwell, gave me this new Davidoff Puro Dominicano that they have coming out.
Okay.
And it reminded me very much of the Puro de Oro, which is like one of my favorite cigars that they don't make anymore, of course, naturally. And so it surprised me because I don't like a lot of their black label stuff. Like, it doesn't hit my palate right. It's not my jam. More into their white label. And so when I smoked this, I was sitting there and I was like, man, this tastes really familiar. And so it just kind of, I mean, I'm buying a box, like,
wow.
Which it's just a good cigar.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was pleasantly surprised.
What's your favorite cigar now or ever?
So favorite cigar ever, Eastern Standard Cream Crush. It's Eastern Standard. It's Churchill in size. I really like the Churchill size in cigars in general. I like a lot more smaller ring gauge stuff, as probably most people in the industry do. And so, but Desert Island cigar, I smoke the most of that cigar out of any cigar that's out.
Wow. Okay. Is there an accessory you can't live without? Something that you got to have to smoke?
I mean, a lighter, right?
Yeah.
But, pardon me. But really just like a clipper lighter, honestly, man.
Okay.
And then I would also say, like, you know, we support all our friends, and probably the best accessory that I have that exists is the Boveda humidity pack.
Okay. So that's the first time that's been mentioned in the accessory realm. That's a good pull.
No, I mean, like,
because it's necessary.
Especially like in Arizona where I live, it's very dry.
It's completely different from the other parts of the world.
Right. And so the Boveda literally is why my cigars smoke right. It's why my cigars are kept right. It's why they taste right. It's literally bottom line, no question. That's the best accessory.
And Boveda, if you'd like to sponsor, it's franklyscigars@gmail.com. So you've been in the industry for a while.
Yeah, for probably like 8 years, going on 9.
Have you ever met anyone in the cigar industry that you were epically impressed by?
That I was what?
Epically impressed by.
Epically impressed by. You know, I like a lot of people that are genuine people. They ask you about your day because they actually want to know how your day is, not just to tell you about theirs. So, funny enough, just to bring up Boveda again, Nate from Boveda has been a longtime friend. When he comes out to visit accounts in Arizona, we go out to dinner.
Oh, cool.
And in that same scope, somebody that works for our company, Jeremy Reeves, who is the master blender for Cornell and Deal pipe tobacco. Again, he's just a genuine human being. He's always positive. And that's what impresses me, because a lot of people in this industry get jaded really quickly. And so to have these guys that are basically like a shining light in an industry full of jaded people, it just makes my day better. So epically impressed by just their being a human being.
That is a great answer. You're absolutely killing this.
Thank you.
I think it may go off the rails right now, but I'm hoping for the best.
We can go off the rails.
Is there a question you'd like to ask me?
So I do ask everybody like what their favorite Caldwell cigar is, mostly because I'm always curious, because we have a ton of great cigars out there, obviously. And so I'm just always curious, like, what do you smoke? Are you a genuine fan of Caldwell? Do you hate us? Do you love us?
So I love the Long Live the Queen.
Okay.
I love the Long Live the Queen. I love it in the Maduro. I love it in the regular.
The natural?
In the natural. The yellow cake is hands down my absolute favorite. The fact that it's in a Corona.
Rob's least favorite.
And I think that's why I love it. I think the dichotomy of our friendship, Robert and myself, will grow into the dichotomy of our friendship. And I feel like that, we may share a meal, we may make fun of someone at a distance, but I think that, I buy a Bovita pack. Like it's just
Right.
whatever it ends
No,
up
I
being.
mean, at the end of the day, the thing is, I always tell everybody, smoke what you like.
Yeah.
To me, there is no, this cigar got a 95, this cigar got it's a 1 or a 0. The cigar is either good or it's not good.
Right.
And most people these days are making quality cigars, well crafted, they smoke right, they burn right, everything. So it's just, what do you like? Smoke it.
And you're a food guy, so you understand that different people have different palates.
Yes.
I can love dish A and make it for you and have it, get the paella pan and make sure it's right and perfect. If you
100%.
don't like seafood, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, you're never going to like that dish. And it's fine. Like, that doesn't make it a bad dish.
Yep.
Just like it doesn't make it a bad cigar.
Yep.
It's what your jam is versus my jam. And it could be our palate, it could be the size, it could be the blend,
Yeah.
it could be anything.
There's a great number of factors that come into play.
100%.
And it could also be that cigar, because I've
Correct.
had cigars that I didn't enjoy out of a box and come back and the exact same box, got the same cigar to try it again, and it's incredible.
Right. And I mean, I find that's with a handmade product, right?
Yeah.
What if that roller had a bad day? Or it's also a lot about who you're smoking with and the company that's around you. Like when I'm smoking with Nate from Bovida, I don't think I've had a bad cigar being smoking with him. You're not really even paying attention to the cigar necessarily.
Right.
It's just part of our friendship.
Yeah.
So,
well, I appreciate you sitting down with us today.
yeah, of course, no
It's
problem.
been Zach from
Thank
Caldwell
you.
Cigars and Ledisi?
Laudisi. Yep.
Laudisi?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's French. I didn't know.
No, it comes from Shakespeare.
Oh.
So, yes, that's the origin of the name. So, we have a whole big thing about it. It's a very it's interesting because I didn't know where it came from either, when I first started with these guys. But
Well, this has been Joshua Harris with Frankly Cigars at TPE with Zach from Ledisi and Caldwell Cigars.